Absolutely. Thank you so much for staying with us. Good morning. Welcome back. This is hashtag Y in the morning. You can find us on our social media at Y254 channel and then at Brand Soccer 101 on the hashtag, which is Y in the morning. And let us know where you're watching us from, how you're feeling this morning. I'll definitely would like to hear from you. Now, in our first conversation with our first guest, Nairobi Restaurant Week has kicked off its 2026 edition that gives you an array of crafted menus, including bringing together up to 80 plus restaurants in Nairobi to partake in this fun fair. She's right here with us to actually give us a glimpse taste of what exactly Nairobi Restaurant Week is made of. We're going to be engaging with Wendy Lorenze. She's the General Manager at Eat Out Kenya. Karibu sana and great to have you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, karibu sana. Maybe if you were to explain to us just a little bit, what is Nairobi Restaurant Week and how are you guys coming in as Eat Out Kenya?
Great. So as Eat Out, we work with a number of restaurants where we do marketing, and we also offer reservation systems for these restaurants within Nairobi and Kenya as a whole. And the concept of Nairobi Restaurant Week is to bring all these restaurants together, celebrate food, celebrate craftsmanship and the culture of Kenya, food in Nairobi.
Yeah.
So that's the whole concept, and we got this concept actually because this happens in New York Restaurant Week, in Dubai as well, in Athens. So why not bring it home and celebrate our own food and culture? Yeah,
interesting. And I think from your explanation, it just gives us precedence to understand that Eat Out Kenya is among the is it even among or is the pioneer?
It is the pioneer
of this event. Yeah, please tell us how it began initially.
Well, I would say I'm a newbie because a quarter in, but however, Eat Out has been in the industry for a very long time. And I believe the last edition for Nairobi Restaurant Week was in 2014. That was pre-COVID.
That's 20 years ago, 20 plus years ago.
Probably.
Yeah.
But we're very excited to have this back.
2014 or 2004?
2014.
Oh, 2014.
Yes.
Around 10 years.
Yeah. So when COVID hit, of course, it hit the hospitality industry hard.
Yeah.
But now the industry is reviving, and we're very excited to have Nairobi Restaurant Week back.
Yeah, and it's interesting that this event is tapping into, the Kenyan hospitality industry to just bring out, Kenyans to try out different menus and get to experience the own taste of the hospitality industry. Maybe if you were to explain what makes it important for us to do this.
It's almost like, for Kenyans, it's doing a world tour within the city.
Yeah.
Because there are different cuisines, and when you have, for instance, you could have Lebanese, you could have Indian. All these particular restaurants have different ambiances.
Yeah.
So it's very imperative, and it's, I think, outstanding for Kenyans to come out and experience this and do a mini world tour within the city and get to experience all this. So we have up to 80 restaurants that are participating for Nairobi Restaurant Week, and there are those that are doing discounted offers up to 20%, and there are those that are doing special menus. So Kenyans should definitely come out and try all of these. And just to also add on to that, the industry is growing. We have new restaurants coming up. I would say probably within the city, we have, if not all cuisines available to try. Yeah, so it's not just the normal ugali and
nyama choma or
nyama choma or the skuma and mayai. There's so many things to try.
Yeah, it's interesting because you've said crafted menus. Maybe what does that mean?
So this means that there are specific restaurants that have curated special menus specifically for Nairobi Restaurant Week that depicts their cuisine or their style. Yeah, so for instance, could be if you've never been to Social House at Inca, so they have a particular special menu that they've created for Nairobi Restaurant Week just to showcase their restaurant.
Right.
Yeah, or Cultiva and etc.
Yeah. I feel like I should accompany you immediately we leave this show. Twende
Oh,
tuko.
yes.
I'm doing it. Mkiona nimepotea mjue niko na Wendy kwa hii event. But also maybe what are some of these meals on the menus? Because when you're crafting a special meal to a person, does it mean that you're curating something that they had in mind, or you're adding in different flavors and bringing it out with style and heart and love? What exactly does it mean?
No, this basically means that, of course, like I said, every single restaurant, they have particular cuisines.
Yes.
And with this, they're coming up with items within the menu for Nairobi Restaurant Week to make it special.
So
that is it.
It's creative. It's like a creative array or culinary display.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
For their restaurant, their style, and their cuisine.
Right.
And then also don't forget the 20% off
Discount. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, you guys, you know where to plug in. So maybe specifically some of the specific meals that could be on display that Kenyans should expect as they flock in different various restaurants across the country or in Nairobi.
No, we have up to 80 plus restaurants participating. This means that we have an array of cuisines that Kenyans can try out. I could name some. So we have, of course, the Kenyan cuisine, we have Swahili, we have Indian, we have Italian, we have Lebanese. So there's continental as well, British. So there's so many cuisines that Kenyans could try out. Yeah.
When it comes to bringing all these restaurants together, maybe what is the role Eat Out Kenya is playing in terms of ensuring that this is sustained? And this looks like it's a party. Looks like it's a party. It's a mukbang. It's a showdown.
Yes.
It's a shebang. All those good things.
Yeah.
It's an event, actually. Yeah.
So
what goes in to facilitate this?
Oh wow! I mean, so for one, we have to bring all these restaurants together, and then two, we have to bring Kenyans to actually come out and try all these cuisines. And for sure, it's not an easy task.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to applaud my whole team because in a very short time span, we've done an amazing job. Yeah.
And as a GM, you're fully engaged, hands on deck, sleepless nights, coordination, phone calls, emails. This one is not there, this one will be there, this one is coming, this one is not coming.
Yes.
Has that made you as well engage with partners from various or different industries that are also coming on board, either to sponsor or to be a part of it, or to even to highlight the event?
Exactly. No, that's a good point. And just to also highlight that for Nairobi Restaurant Week, so for instance, we do have Uber that's giving up to 50% off. Okay. So for instance, if you're going to these participating restaurants and you're using Uber, you'll have up to 50% off.
Okay.
And that's very imperative and amazing. Thank you, Uber. And we have Safaricom as well that's doing a cashback for 10%. So if you 10%. If you go to these participating restaurants for Nairobi Restaurant Week and you pay with your M-Pesa, you get 10% cashback.
Right.
Yes.
And that will just make you enjoy it and find yourself seamlessly to whatever specific restaurant you have to go to and take part.
Yeah, I mean, it's about experience, but then it's also like incentivizing Kenyans to come out and dine, and I think it's very important. So ideally for the hospitality industry, at least during the holidays, the December holidays, the industry is doing great. Right. But around January, like now, I think Kenyans say in January.
Yeah, it's in January.
In January.
And you're now counting days as it dies.
It's
dying.
Yeah. So I mean, for us, even the whole concept and with the timings, it's of course this is usually the best time for restaurants to do offers.
Yeah.
Okay. Because the holidays have already gone down a little bit.
Yeah. Holidays are usually peak.
Exactly.
Peak season,
and also, I mean, as well, for Kenyans to come out and dine. So it goes two ways. Yeah. Yeah. For the restaurants or the hospitality industry, it's not doing great, so it makes sense for them to do offers at the restaurants. Yeah. And then for Kenyans or guests who want to actually go out and dine, there's an incentive. And of course, to some of our partners as well.
Yeah. So you're motivated to actually be a part of Eat Out Week. Interestingly,
Yes.
for those that are not aware, is that this event is currently ongoing, actually.
Yes.
And it began a little bit, maybe a week ago, or maybe several days ago, and it extends maybe until maybe the early week of Feb, or maybe the second. I don't know if you can clarify.
Yes, sure. So it had already begun. So from the 22nd to the 1st of Feb.
22nd. Okay.
Yes.
To fast Feb. Yeah.
10 days, guys.
10 days. Okay. So,
Yeah.
there's still good time. There's still good time.
Still good time.
Today, tomorrow, following day, over the
Yes,
weekend until
over the
Feb.
weekend.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And we do have vouchers as well. So
Yeah.
all these participating restaurants have given out a number of vouchers.
And how can you win one if you're watching right now?
Please go to Nairobi Restaurant Week, tag us, follow us, or tag a friend to follow us, and you'd be able to win a voucher at Eat Out Kenya, at Nairobi Restaurant Week, on all of our platforms.
Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting. So ensure that you do that as we continue to banter with Wendy right
Yes.
here. Yeah. Maybe also in terms of bringing out different industry players who are in favor of the hospitality industry, has there a way that maybe the government or any, let's say, local authority has had a hand in ensuring that it gives you a conducive and nourishing environment to ensure that this event is sustained successfully to the end that you'd proudly mention?
Yes, of course, we've partnered with the Ministry of Tourism for the campaign, and Kenya Tourism Board, Magical Kenya as well. Also, shout out to Sakaja. Thank you so much. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and the county government as well, they fully endorsed the campaign. So, yes. We appreciate the support, and I think it's very imperative if you're doing Nairobi Restaurant Week, to have the support of the county and of the ministry as well.
Yeah. Maybe
Yes.
what does this event, this Nairobi Restaurant Week, mean for local? Because we forget that we are also tourists in our own country.
Yes.
There's domestic tourists and now, international, so to say, for
International.
lack of a better word.
Yeah.
What does it mean for us in terms of growing our, hospitality industry? And so specifically when it comes to it being put on the map, and now that we are using the digital, space to advocate for this, it could be a thing that possibly, if you look at it in the next 2 years, we would have made tremendous strides. Maybe what does it mean for local and domestic tourists, this Nairobi Restaurant Week?
For me, especially domestic tourism, it means that it's now open experiences where Kenyans can come out and experience different foods, different cuisine, and not just the normal nyama choma or the ugali, which is still nice.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's a mini world tour within the city. Yeah.
So it means a lot. But what of those who are, let's say, adamant or hesitant to try out new things? Because I believe sometimes there's the uncertainty of, being experimental. There's people, they don't like the unknown. Me, I like the unknown. I'd like to see what's on the other side. Like, let me just try. Let me just go try and see. So what if you try and it turns out amazing? What would you tell those Kenyans that, are stuck on, I don't want to try it? Maybe you should try it and just get to experience a variety of what Nairobi has to offer instead of sticking to one, that you know.
I'd say that you wouldn't know, and especially for the young Kenyans, you wouldn't know if you don't try. And at the end of the day, in general, in whatever we're trying to do or trying to achieve in general, life-wise, you always have to put your feet out there and try something new and experience something new. So for instance, it's amazing. I'm also trying to imagine, even in the hospitality industry, we have a number of Kenyans who probably have a preference to travel like in the US or
Dubai,
in
like
Europe.
outside
Dubai,
country.
exactly. Dubai is a thing now. But what of like our own country, or even our neighbors? Africa is beautiful, and we need to embrace our own culture fully and be open to trying out things within, even before experiencing them out. Yeah.
Interesting. Is that like some sort of like a theme that is guiding maybe this Nairobi Restaurant Week that you'd point out, or it's freestyle, or depending on the specific restaurant that you find yourself at?
I would say it's freestyle because I mean, also the restaurants are not particularly Kenyan restaurants.
Yeah.
And the industry is growing. I mean, and I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this as well. We have new restaurants every single week, if not month, that are popping up within the city.
Yeah.
And also, just to point out, these restaurants are not even expensive restaurants.
Really?
Yes.
I'm looking at the Indian restaurant in Nairobi. Should I expect it to be affordable? Because it's just part of actually what you guys run at Eat Out. The Chinese restaurants, the Japanese restaurants,
Yes.
Italian, like it's a lot, rooftop bars in Nairobi, steakhouse, vegetarian and vegan. It's actually a whole palette. It's a palette for sure. Is it really affordable, and how affordable though I'm looking at an ordinary, university kind of student who would like to have a good time, because most of them usually get down for sure.
Yeah.
They do get down.
No, I think the biggest challenge is exposure, and maybe you're also right as well, like the fear where you're like, okay, if it's a rooftop or if it's an Indian, or maybe it's the thinking where, it's too expensive.
Yeah.
So I could name a few. So for instance, if you'd like to get a nice salad at CJ's, probably for like 1,000 shillings or 800 shillings.
Yeah.
You can relatively still get the same thing at a really good restaurant for more or less the same amount, which is a salad or a burger for 1,200.
Yeah.
So I think what is really missing, and this is as Eat Out, what we're trying to do with Nairobi Restaurant Week, is exposure.
Yeah.
And with this, where Kenyans can go and try out all these restaurants, and I mean, there are those that of course cost a bag, but this is the time to actually enjoy and experience these restaurants with Nairobi Restaurant Week, where we have the offers and the curated menus as well. Yeah.
Wow, interesting. I'm looking, I actually clicked on your site at Eat Out, your website. It talks about your event include Nairobi Restaurant Week, which is now currently ongoing. You have the Nairobi Burger Week. That's going to be happening in September this year as well. I can see you have Nairobi Pizza Week. It's coming. It's loading in store, including Nairobi Wine Week. I love this Wine Week. Yeah. When is it happening? Is it sooner?
We are in the process of planning things. We'll keep you guys up to date with the Burger Week, the Pizza Week, and the Wine Week as well.
How different will it be from Nairobi Restaurant Week? The burger, pizza, and the wine.
So I would say Nairobi Restaurant Week is more elevated because restaurants are coming up with curated menus or special offers.
Yeah.
And of course, they can be creative in their palette or with their chefs in the cuisines. But with the rest, that is Burger Week, it's offers on burgers. And I know people love those as well because they're very popular.
I feel like grabbing one. Mbona uko kuja na food bana? When I mentioned burger, nimeanza kukumbuka. Because I once interviewed, I think, one of your colleagues could have been years ago, and alinishtua hapa hivi na some good pizzas. I was like, what? Compared, there's a palette as well of different shades of pizza.
We should blame the Nairobi traffic.
I know, but we'll sort it out, you know. We'll sort it out, But also, I can see as well, you have restaurants in Diani, Kilifi, Lamu, like just literally full circle across the country. So, as a GM, how do you ensure that, you're not getting, I don't know the right word to use so that it doesn't sound like it's a punishing word. How do you get to handle all these, entities under one umbrella as a boss and still ensure everything runs seamless? And now with the pressure that comes in coordinating an event, so many phone calls have to be made. Somebody could be pulling out or wanting to come on board. Others are disappointed. How do you handle all of this wahala and still be able to stay, nonchalant and, poised for the work until it's successful?
For sure, it's a big challenge. But I would say that when you have a great team, that is, we all work together to make it happen. And of course, whenever you're doing an event, there will always be challenges. But at the end of the day, we pull through together as a team. Eat Out, yes.
I'm reading right here from an article that was highlighted by the Capital. It says, when Nairobi Restaurant Week first launched in 2013, it was pioneering experiment. by the same Eat Out Kenya team, featuring a bold group of just over 20 restaurants. It was a novel idea to bring the city to the table, and over a decade later, the seed has grown into a towering canopy of flavor. This year's edition sees over 80 restaurants participating in a powerful testament to Nairobi's explosive culinary maturation and the event's role as a cornerstone of the city's cultural calendar. Right, and I can see as well you guys included or engaged with media personalities. I can see Angela Mbui, I think she used to work at Capital as well.
Yes.
Plus so many other influencers. And like I said, a lot of people actually don't know that this is currently ongoing. So maybe are there like specific selected points where Kenyans can get out of their houses and go participate and be a part of Nairobi Restaurant Week?
Yes. So to at least to know the participating restaurants, you can check our social media pages at Eat Out Kenya, at Nairobi Restaurant Week as well, on all of our social media pages. Alternatively, also feel free to Google Nairobi Restaurant Week or at Eat Out. On our website, we have a whole directory of all participating restaurants. You can check out their menus. We have their contact details as well, and even book directly. Yeah. If you'd like to make a reservation.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's a number or specifically just the website?
So we have the website with all the listings for all the participating restaurants. That is at Eat Out. So feel free to Google that. We have all the participating restaurants for Nairobi Restaurant Week listed there.
Yeah.
So you can view the menus. You can make a reservation. If you've even never been to these restaurants, you can also like at least have an online view by perusing through the pictures and see if you'd like to head out. And I also know that Valentine's is coming up, so why not spice it up a little bit?
You better start earlier.
Exactly. To make your person happy before Valentine's. So
you better do it. You better do it now. But also, maybe for somebody who's watching this conversation, they could be thinking that Eat Out is a specific restaurant just best maybe in West T. Maybe if you were to, because initially, by the way, that's what I thought. That was what I thought before I interviewed your colleague
Kevin,
years ago. And he explained to me it's something else. So maybe for anybody who is watching right now and they don't understand what Eat Out is made of and how it's fully ensuring there's a full circle extension and sustainability of this Nairobi Restaurant Week, please explain as a GM.
Thank you. So at Eat Out, we work with a number of restaurants, and we offer marketing and also a directory reservation system for all these restaurants. Our main goal is to elevate the hospitality industry, empower these restaurants with a software system solution, and as well do marketing for these restaurants. So guys, Eat Out is not one restaurant. We work with a number of restaurants within the country to empower them and to offer solutions for day-to-day basis and improve their businesses as well.
And she's mentioned marketing, which is a very integral part. And shout out to Aisha Speed, who has refused to leave my head. Like every day I wake up, I click on YouTube, Instagram, it's an Aisha Speed update from the country that he's doing his IRL stream. Now, speaking of hospitality industry, maybe what would you say are the most areas that, from your understanding in this stint that you've held this position, that you'd say they need a little bit of a facelift? And you proudly mentioned Magical Kenya has been part of it. He's on board, in fact. Great to actually promote tourism, including Ministry of Tourism and Hospitality at large as well. Maybe what the other areas you would say as an industry player that need to be given a facelift in terms of giving a nourishing environment that promotes, the hospitality industry and operations in Kenya?
I would say that is somewhat already in play with a facelift, because we have very interesting projects that are coming up with together with Magical Kenya and Eat Out. And I know that would be amazing as well, because we'll be curating experiences for Kenyans, doing chef tables, for instance. I mean, it's amazing. So, for instance, tea. I'm trying to imagine how many Kenyans do really know the process of tea making or the process of coffee making.
Simina bowl tu maji naeka majani naeka sukari na kunywa na mkate, nimetoka kwa keja bro. There's a special version of it, please. If there's a special version, I need it.
Yeah?
I need it, yeah.
No, I mean, for instance, I went to like a seminar for tea making, and I was very...
Seminar for tea making?
Yeah, like the process of
okay.
tea, basically, in Tigoni. And it's not far, actually. It's a 40-minute drive.
Yeah.
So these are some of the things that we will be curating as Eat Out, and when we finalize our partnership with Magical Kenya as well.
Yeah.
And it would be amazing for Kenyans. Tea, coffee, nyama choma experiences. We even have our own gin.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
We have our own gin, so Kenyans should experience this and enjoy this. Cheese.
Right.
Is it mangombe?
Oh, look at that! Look at that! Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it would be a learning experience, but also like opening our minds to
something different. Like you said, you used the word experience. I'm open to it. I'm open to it. I'm open to it. Also, if you're to gauge in terms of audience or target, no, I don't want to say target market. Maybe audience. Is there like a specific demographic of Kenyans that you'd likely, from your experience and even your observation as well, working behind the scenes, that you say, who are the most commonly people that are flocking these places? Are they millennials, more millennials, Gen Zs? Are they middle-class people? Is it just the normal, ordinary Kenyan, or it's a specific cadre of Kenyans that are pulling up to the situation?
No, I would say the industry is evolving in general. And I could give you one instance, especially with the reservation system.
Okay.
So before, years back, there was no reservation system, at least in Kenya, for the restaurants. And I do know this because we had been trying to get a number of these restaurants to have the reservation system. It's very important or imperative where, like, can we move from writing and have everything
use
digitally?
AI to do everything for you.
Yeah. And it's amazing. These restaurants were like, we're saying no because we know Kenyans will never book.
Yeah.
And there's this Kenyan saying where if we're supposed to meet at a particular time, as a Kenyan, just
if it's 10 a.m.,
it's
probably that's 11 or midday.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's changing. The industry is changing rapidly. And if you look at our system, with all these restaurants that are using the reservation system from Eat Out, Kenyans are booking.
Right.
So it's, for me, I'm very happy because it's evolving very fast. And I'd say Kenya is catching up to even the hotelier industry from
abroad,
Europe or US. We're catching up very fast. And just to like backtrack to your question, I wouldn't even say it's middle class or
upper class,
the older or upper class,
or millennials or Gen Z.
It's
literally
everyone
coming through.
There's everyone coming through. And even with the whole concept of Nairobi Restaurant Week, and even as Eat Out, what we're trying to do, it's have Kenyans coming out in numbers to go dine in these restaurants. So it doesn't matter if you're a boomer, or that's like the older generation, or you're a Gen Z, or you're a millennial, or you're middle class or upper class. No, it's for everyone.
Okay.
Yes.
Fantastic. Maybe does before I ask you about how you guys have used technology to ensure that you've marketed this event well, what does this mean for, let's say, international tourism in terms of jet setting and, let's say, keeping an image or curating an image that promotes, our hospitality and tourism industry to the outside market? Once again, let me mention Aisha Speed. When he came here, you saw where he was taken. He was taken to Carnival as well. He tasted all those sumptuous meals and he loved it. He was given a Kenyan name and it's still memorable, etched in his mouth. He keeps on saying habari yako all the time wherever he is here. So maybe what does that mean with that kind of, exposure and just, curating an experience for an international tourist who jets in the country, and what does it mean for the hospitality industry at large?
No, it's great exposure for Nairobi and Kenya as a whole, because it highlights that Nairobi is growing really fast. And of course, there are many different options, and it's not just, let's say, which is still amazing, the carnivore experiences, that's still amazing as well, but there's hundreds of cuisines. And that is great for the hospitality industry and also for tourists who are coming in, because this means that, okay, if I'm craving, let's say I'm coming in from India or I'm coming in from New York, there's always something in Nairobi that's a little bit from
and
home.
Different,
Exactly.
Absolutely. So let's say I'm Zungu, who was watching that IRL stream by Aisha Speed that day. There's a place I remember he was taken to test, was it ostrich balls? I don't know. No, it's crocodile meat, meat,
Have you tried it?
No, I'm not. In fact, I'm curious right now.
I should drag you all the way to
Please, we are going.
Right now.
I'm leaving with Wendy immediately. We are done here. So, for example, Mzungu is craving crocodile meat. What does that mean for them in terms of them coming to experience that, specific curated menu for them right here in Kenya?
Yeah, I mean, of course, there are only specific restaurants that, of course, do that. So, for instance, carnivore. But for sure, I'm pretty sure they also do have like a curated NRW special menu.
Right. Now back to the question about tech. How have you guys advanced or incorporated technology in terms of marketing? Because still on Aisha Speed, good Lord. Nikama mwaka, I don't know, I pray by Feb's.
Can we have a Kenyan Aisha Speed, please?
Please.
Or a Kenyan foodie. That would be amazing.
What about Ombachi?
Just sit, live stream, eat. In fact, I'm even calling out all influencers. If you just come out in each restaurant, live stream Nairobi Restaurant Week, that would be amazing for all content creators and influencers, live streaming all the experiences for the participating restaurants. And
absolutely.
Have a blast.
I don't know why we don't have it though.
Maybe
I should be the next Aisha Speed or will I manage? Will I manage the pressure and the crowds? But that's different. That would be different, just specifically for the hospitality and tourism industry. But I like Ombachi and what he's doing. I don't know if he's a way of promoting it culturally, but he's doing
an
amazing
job. He is.
For sure.
I've seen what he does as well online. He's doing an amazing job.
Fantastic. For sure. Back to the question, how have you guys used technology in marketing? And I mentioned Aisha Speed, his streams and just showcases everything organic with nothing curated, nothing contrived.
No, for me this is very interesting because let's say 5 or 6 years back, I began my journey in the hospitality industry. And I can tell you for a number of restaurants, so even having a Google Maps profile. So if I were to explain this in simple terms, it's if you want to go to, for instance, Carnival or Cultiva or a particular restaurant, the first thing you'll do is Google or maybe go on Instagram and check it out. But ideally, that's the first thing, you'll Google it. Technology-wise, then, or probably it's still even happening now, where we had restaurants that didn't even have a Google Maps profile. So how is a guest supposed to come to your restaurant? There's no Google Maps, you don't have Instagram, you don't have a website that explains very clearly the type of cuisine you're serving, that has pictures, the ambience. So technology-wise, there are basics. The industry has improved, but I do believe there's much more improvement that is needed. Because all restaurants, at the very least, need to have a website, and they need to have Google Maps, and then they need to have a reservation system, buy it out. So, because at the end of the day, that also elevates the experience. And for restaurants, when you do the training, what we usually say from the Eat Out team is the guest experience doesn't begin from the moment the guest walks into your restaurant or into the studio. It begins visually when the guest decides for you. So what am I seeing if I decide for your restaurant or your venue?
It means there's something striking that caught the attention.
So, and this is like very close to my heart. to improve and help restaurants understand this, because we're moving into a digital era.
Yeah.
And whether we like it or not, we have to embrace technology. And this doesn't mean that we're taking away, because at the end of the day, food experiences are human. There needs to be a human point.
A human touch.
Human touch, yes. But there needs to also be like a middle point where we embrace technology and at the same time let's have that human aspect. Yes.
In the way we do it. And maybe from that point, as we near towards the end of our conversation, what would you say should be the role of content creators? Because I think you gave an interesting example of, let's have a foodie, Speed, who can just specifically come out and IRL, all. I can imagine if we had, please, now that we mentioned it, Ukirudi Wambia, we need an IRL stream of Nairobi Restaurant Week so that people can just catch up with what entirely happened from one restaurant to another. And still on that, maybe what would you say should be the role of content creators and the Gen Zs who are using social media to do other things? Is there a way that they can plug in and make use of technology in ensuring that, let's vlog this experience, go to a restaurant and sit down and give people an organic ambience and experience of what's going down there in marking, a Nairobi Restaurant Week, so to say?
Yes, no, for sure. There's an opportunity. We do have a number of content creators and influencers that are already
partnered with,
Yes, that are already doing something similar. They're going out, they're doing their top 10s or part 1 series of restaurants to try out. So that is already happening. But this is also like an eye-opener for
even starters.
Kenyans, Gen Zs, if you want to try and do something, come on out. Maybe you can try and be at the next Speed, food content-wise.
Absolutely.
Vlog on Nairobi Restaurant Week, try them out. And I think it would be a great eye-opener. And also to improve their careers as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, as we close it up, maybe tell us the behind the scenes, what's currently brewing that they should expect maybe today, tomorrow, maybe as the week progresses on, so that they can plug in. And then also, if they want to be a part of the event, now that you're here, is there a way they can plug in and get maybe direct support from you now that you're here as the GM as well? I'll start maybe with what's happening behind the scenes that they should expect and anticipate.
Behind the scenes, it's because it's a very simple concept. We have restaurants with curated menus and offers, so that is ongoing. But in terms of like supporting the youth or partnering, please DM us at Eat Out Kenya. We have our website. We have our Instagram handles, all of our social media platforms. Feel free to get in contact with us. We're definitely open to partnering with any content creators or upcoming content creators, of course. The industry is growing every single day, and we grow together. Yes.
The discounts that you mentioned, on what specific menus or cuisines are they from?
So we have up to 20% off for particular restaurants. There are restaurants that are doing special curated menus with pairings. You could even have some champagne pairings as well in some restaurants. Also, if you're going to these particular restaurants, Uber is offering, in partnership, of course, with Eat Out and Nairobi Restaurant Week, Uber is offering up to 50% off. So you would be able to get that from Uber. And when you're doing your payment as well for Nairobi Restaurant Week, you will get a cashback of up to 10% off once you curate your bill from the restaurant. So feel free to go out and enjoy Nairobi Restaurant Week. It's a mini world tour.
Absolutely. I'm actually on your Instagram page. I'm seeing it's actually called the Kwetu Nairobi Courier Collection by Hilton.
Yes. That's on Peponi Road,
Yes, your choice of flair. Expect fresh plates, relaxed moments, and tables that invite you to linger. Yeah, so it's currently ongoing 22nd Jan to 1st of Feb.
Yes.
So like you said, it's 10 days, so guys, ensure that you rush out. And I think it has been an incredible time to have you guys, in fact, you're representing the whole Eat Out, so
Yeah.
to have you guys
Thank you.
right here on our morning show to tell us what Nairobi Week is all about and why it's important for Kenyans to be a part of it. Maybe just give a shout out or a parting shot for anyone that you'd like to maybe give credit to as you guys continue to, and then maybe socials where they can get to plug in and see everything. Yeah.
Cool. So shouting out to my team at Eat Out for a tremendous job, and also shout out to all our partners, that is Uber, Safaricom, Aquamist, Paystack, Velvex, Farm to Feed, as well as the county. Thank you to the Governor Sakaja as well, the Ministry of Tourism, Kenya Tourism Board, and Magical Kenya. And if you'd like to check out all the participating restaurants for Nairobi Restaurant Week, please go onto our social media platforms, that is at Eat Out Kenya and at Nairobi Restaurant Week, that is on our social media platforms. You can also Google us and go straight to our website to check all participating restaurants at Eat Out. And as well, you will be able to get a number of vouchers or giveaways to all these participating restaurants if you tag us or follow us on all of our social media platforms. This is currently ongoing, so feel free to follow, tag your friends, and yes, so that you can get all these giveaways and vouchers.
Absolutely. I think all said and done. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Incredible conversation. We have been speaking to Wendy Lorenze. She's the general manager at Eat Out Kenya, and in regards to Nairobi Restaurant Week, you definitely know where to be. If you have nowhere to go, Nairobi Restaurant Week is a place to actually ensure that you have a good time and get to have a taste of, what this is all about. To promote the hospitality industry at large, tourism, shout out to Magical Kenya. She's already put it out there, so thank you so much as well. Once again, Wendy Lorenze. So we're going to do this. We're going to take a very short break, and then we come up with the next segment, so stick around for that at Y254 channel, at Brand Circle 101 on the hashtag, which is Y in the morning. See you on the other side in just a bit.